Hi, I'm Nora.
I'm Lilla. It's so
Lilla.
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you guys. So, obviously, I did it unintentionally, but I'm wearing my Benoit Blanc shirt is back. Um,
Yes.
Love it.
and I drink out of a Knives Out mug every day, and it's like I didn't think about it when I got dressed this morning,
Yeah.
but it's we're living in like the golden age of kind of these murder mysteries and whodunits, but obviously Poker Face is a completely different ballgame, even though there is the murder element to it. But it is so Columbo-esque that it's beautiful. And so for
Oh,
both of you,
thank
I
you.
wanted to know kind of doing those procedural, almost like episodic stories and getting to have each new episode have a completely new mystery. What was your favorite part about they're so outlandish in the best way too. Like what was your favorite part for each of you about getting to kind of explore this character and these worlds in that way?
Well,
Mm.
for me, what was so wonderful is that somebody would say, "Hey, let's set an episode at a retirement home." And I would, you know, think like, "Oh, boring, snooze. What could happen in a retirement home? A bunch of old people." And then we would come up with an episode that was the wildest, most physical, hilarious episode that happens to take place in a retirement home. And watching these episodes evolve from, going into a world, whether it's a dinner theater or a barbecue place, and seeing how the room came together and like the inventive, surprising, hysterical stories that we were able to tell,
Hmm.
and when weaving a diabolical murder into these everyday places was for me just like the thing that I was
Yeah.
vibing on the entire time.
And I think with this format and that challenge is like you never get bored, right? Every episode, you're not like, oh, let's deal with like the third cop on the beat that now is having trouble at home and we have to deal with his story. Like it's all completely new characters every week. It's definitely a challenge and you really, had to push yourselves. But Charlie is kind of a lone wolf, but she also like needs help. So it's every week it's not Sherlock and Watson. She has to find her Watson, every week to talk to, and
Yeah.
sometimes it's in the most unexpected ways, and
Sometimes it's a dog.
sometimes it's a dog, sometimes it's sometimes it's it's the narc that's not a narc. I think it depends on like she's able to sort of express herself to anybody, and that's just sort of fun about Charlie in general. But it was really I would say more fun than problematic in terms of the writers' room. Like it freed us up a lot.
Yeah, and I think this was one of those shows that like I finished my six screeners and I instantly emailed them like, "Hey, when am I getting the rest of this season?" Because like I just wanted to keep watching it. Like I was like, "Is it here yet?" Like I want to watch the rest of the show. It's so
Right.
good. And so with this, it's such a return to a format that we've forgotten existed,
Yes.
I think, on TV. Like it's been so long. And like I'm used to reruns at this point. So it was so refreshing to see a new take. What do you hope audiences take away when they finally get to see Poker Face and meet Charlie, who does rule? Like she's awesome to
Yeah.
follow the story along with.
Thanks.
I mean, I think that people are going to tune in because they want to hang out with Natasha. They want to hang out with Charlie Kale. She is so lovely. She's so funny. She's so laid back. And I think that that is what is going to keep people coming back. We did face a little bit of resistance in terms of like it just being standalone is not very serialized storytelling. And it doesn't end with a cliffhanger every week. And so
Mhm.
the question gets raised like, well, why are people going to tune in week after week? And I'm like, because it's really good and because you're going to want to hang out with Charlie and you're
Yeah.
going to want to see what happens next. And you want to go on this ride with her. You want to see where she's going to park that Barracuda next and what kind of trouble she's going to get into. And I think that the audience is going to find it very pleasurable to sit down and watch an episode that has a beginning, a middle, and a really satisfying end.
Hmm. I feel like just because we don't see this type of storytelling often doesn't mean there's not a love for it. I think Ryan is very good at like finding those niches of like, remember how excited we were about these
Yeah.
types of movies, and how come they don't make them anymore? Oh, I'll do it myself. And I think that this show sort of does the same thing.
We're bringing it back.
Yeah, we're bringing it back.
Yeah, and I say this from the bottom of my heart. I do have like a Knives Out tattoo. Like I love this genre and like what Ryan is doing with all of these projects. But you guys, this show is just, thank you. It's so good. I
Aw.
loved it so much. And thank you for talking with me today.
Thank you. I
Thank
hope you
you.
enjoyed the last 4 episodes. I hope they send
I
them to you
can't
soon.
wait. I
Yeah.
can't
They're
wait.
good. They're really good.
Thank you so much. Have a good one.
Thank you.